Nancy Pelosi is the final boss of establishment corruption. She is the Bowser. She is the Sauron. She is the one that you face at the very end of your conquest and journey within your hero's journey. She is the dragon that you slay. And, it's interesting how Nancy has been around for, I think, the last 750 years doing what she does, you know, corrupting, lying, deceiving, and controlling, manipulating, you know, the regular old spiel. But the thing that catches my attention more than anything else is this thing about her finances and how it's not been investigated by any of these intelligence departments, where you could have somebody, let's say, have one insider trading story leak, go public, and they have, I'm talking about the entire media swarms around them, consumes them, and they will probably end up doing prison time. Whereas Nancy has been in the business of insider trading, allegedly, for the last 716 years. So I found this interesting article, which is ironically by Yahoo Finance. I guess Yahoo is maybe a little more in the middle, right? Because most of our media outlets are very far left leaning. They have their agenda, they have their marching orders. But this is an article by them, basically explaining how, or Grant Cardone, who is a businessman slash big time like social media guy, and he calculated that Nancy Pelosi would have had to live 1,500 years, or have to be 1,500 years old, to earn the net worth that she currently has as a government official. She would have to be 50. Now, I believe she's close to 1,500 years old, but that's just me, right? But he's saying she would have to be 1,500 years old to earn the $120 million net worth that she has on her current salary. So let's go through this article, and I'm going to give my little 2 cents as we move along. Grant Cardone recently gave his take on Nancy Pelosi's impressive $120 million net worth during a DJ Vlad interview as usual. It came with signature bluntness, and he is a very straightforward dude. Real straightforward. And I appreciate that most about him. Cardone, a well-known real estate investor, didn't hold back when he questioned how someone making a public servant salary of $179,000 could amass such a fortune. Can't do the math on it. He said, calculating that Pelosi would have to be over 3,300 years old to build up the wealth if she lived solely on her paycheck. Yikes. The average American couple have saved this much money for retirement. Don't miss. Okay, I think, what is that? I think that's news. These blog sites have 7,000 ads, text ads, video ads, picture ads. But hey, make your money. I get it. But then he did the actual math using a calculator. After deducting taxes in California, he divided Pelosi's net worth by her salary and determined she'd have to be 1,500 years old to earn $120 million. Now, Cardone's tongue-in-cheek comment about Nancy needs to be $1,500 if she never spent one penny may have raised eyebrows. Still, it highlights something people have been curious about for a while. How does a person in a position like hers achieve such financial success? It's not a secret that Pelosi has a substantial stock portfolio and her trades are closely watched. Some even claim she's one of the savviest investors in Congress. Yeah, savvy investor in Congress. It would be real easy to be a savvy investor when you have all the information being leaked into your office. DJ Vlad noted that lawmakers could long invest based on insider knowledge, such as incoming legislation that could impact companies' stock prices. Although laws have since changed to curb this practice, loopholes still exist. He said you could do it, but through a family member. While Cardone's comments are humorously framed, they reflect a broader concern many have had for years about lawmakers like Pelosi's financial activities. Pelosi has faced scrutiny over stock trading. See, here's the thing. Scrutiny is different than prosecution, right? Scrutiny and prosecution, very different things. And there is an alleged story that the United Health CEO was soon to testify against Nancy before he got executed in public. It said that essentially Nancy had invested into whatever healthcare stock with the insider information that she had gotten through United Insurance or United Health or whatever the hell it's called, right? I would not see that as much of a stretch, especially with all the stories that are continuously leaked out within the last few decades as far as what the intelligence community has even done within the context of America itself, let alone what it's doing overseas, etc. I would not doubt that an individual would be taken out before he takes a stand to speak against an individual like this who has not been brought to justice for over 1,500 years of living. So let me finish off this article. So Pelosi has faced scrutiny over her stock tradings, especially regarding investments tied to sensitive information that may not be available to the general public. For instance, she and her husband, Paul Pelosi, who's worth $250 million, made headlines for their significant investment in tech companies like NVIDIA. Despite selling their shares in NVIDIA around the time of the CHIPS Act was passed, a law she supported, their NVIDIA stock would have surged in value by nearly 200% had they kept it. On top of that, they made millions by trading in other blue chip stocks like Salesforce and Roblox. Adding, do they even get into the damn Roblox? They got the kiddos. Adding to the skepticism surrounding their investment strategies. Okay. Oh, there's more to the story. Okay. Yeah, I'll cut it short. The rest of it is just, it's getting into nitty gritty details. But essentially the story is this. Corruption in the public. We need to call it out. Simple as that. I believe it is up to us to hold these individuals accountable. It's up to us to hold our public officials accountable at every level. Of course, there's a level of fear that may come with it, a level of what may happen if I actually do. What will happen is more and more people will speak the truth. And if one person has to be the quote unquote sacrifice, then so be it. I just happen to be that type of personality. Say, you know what? I cannot allow myself to lay down on that bed at night knowing that I didn't speak the truth. I can't do it. My kids to be, I can't have them born into a world where their father was too cowardice to say something and to do something about the problems at hand, and to also be a solution within the household, because that's always going to be the most important, is us living with these values, us being moral individuals, us being a contributor to the society as opposed to a leech and destructive to the society. So yeah, I'm gonna continue to break things down at a molecular level when it comes to this woman, because she's one of those characters who's just been around for so long and gets criticism, but I don't see so many deep dives into who this actually is, especially when it comes to the mass media, which of course much of it is controlled and some of it is quote unquote controlled opposition or whatever it may be. But yeah, it's time for us to continue to unpack these characters because they've been around and they've been doing their thing scot-free. And many of us have been so afraid of that very same establishment and system, forgetting that we have power within ourselves as individuals as well as within the collective. So appreciate you guys for tuning in. Till the next time. Peace.
I used to be afraid of the dark, a place unknown like a heart in their heart. I used to see my life in the bar. Now the kids unchained, every shackle is lost. 2 steps in the moonlight, 2 step in the daytime. You just know when it feel right. You got a feeling the time's not. See you through those shades that I just threw on. Through my lenses, you just can't do no wrong. I fell in love with myself again. I fell in love with myself. I fell in love with the sunshine. I fell in love with the light. I fell in love with the full moon. I fell in love with the night. I can see the light again. I can see the light. You can see the life in him illuminate the night. I know the time is taking. A 365, that's a